Oh God, no! Oh God, yes. Here we have a video movie from deep down inside the collection of weird DVDs and videos from the collection. We have Barbarian Queen. Yes, the quintessential '80s movie, um, titty movie. Well, it's rated R. I think it's not really a porno. It's sort of an exploitation movie from in the style of the '70s. It's ridiculous, ridiculous movie. The premise is that it's like in barbarian time, so it's like Conan basically with boobies. So yes, when you're 12 years old and you and your buddy sneak into the Grindhouse movie, or 12 or 13, you end up seeing a movie like this, and that's I was about 12 or 13. And yeah, we went to see the Grindhouse movie, and this was one of them. This and Shogun Warrior Women, which I do not have a copy of, but we have a copy of Barbarian Queen. So I watched it again. It was actually a bootleg version, but it was off of a VHS tape because it was pan and scan. But a fairly indecent copy. And yeah, I'm not going to show any clips from it or anything. That get flagged off YouTube. But this movie is bad in the sense that it's not a good movie. The plot is ridiculous. It's a female Conan movie, and it's got some Playboy playmates in it. That's the whole gag. See, in the '80s, late '70s, early '80s, playmates tended to appear in soft R movies that showed boobs and run around and and they thought, oh, here's an idea. Let's have like a story where the ladies are hero conquerors and the men are all assholes, and all of the men want to do, except for the hero men or the villain men, they want to all rape the women, try to rape the women. So there's all this simulated like exploitation stuff going on, which is kind of like watching news pundits with their underlings. But in the Barbarian Queen days, and Barbarian Queen days, this type of movie inspired stuff later on. Sheena of the Jungle was sort of a Tarzan version of that. It's kind of like a Tarzan thing, yeah. There was a guy that looked like He-Man in it. There were gladiator guys, and even a nerd guy who was a bad guy, torturer guy, sort of an Igor type of mad scientist with these weird glasses that he assembled, which he wouldn't have had back then, but they assembled him out of these weird sort of Coke bottle things. I don't know how he would have had those, but at one point he gets killed by having his crotch crushed by the lady who's got it. She's got him like she kills him, and later on he's thrown in. When she kills him, she throws him into the boiling water. There's boiling water there, of course, and later on his skull pops up, and it's still got the glasses on. So yeah, there's this horror. There's your gore smattered in there here and there. Of course, it looks like ketchup, but but it probably was Caro syrup and ketchup. So yeah, it's R. It's a hard R. I suspect that, although it's a silly R, it's not. Yeah, it's R for the '80s. I would say now it probably uncut would be NC-17, just because the studio people would freak out. They'd be like, "Oh, it's NC-17." So, not recommending it for families or anything like that. Don't show it to your kids. It's not for them. However, I would say in terms of the story, it's PG-13. And, it's goofy and silly and boobies and whatever. Because you figure, like, if you're 12, 13, or 14, you've probably already seen pictures on the internet anyway. So you're probably not going to be that corrupted. You've probably already seen that. However, you might be confused about the, so about that. So, yeah, the themes in it are not good for children and young people. They should not go for it. It's not a message thing at all. The bad guys are really bad, and there's simulated rape, which is bad. There's bad guys. The bad guys do get their comeuppance though, so they get killed. The bad guys die. And movies like this, and there were many exploitation movies like this, inspired later shows like Buffy. Not so much Buffy. No, I was going to say later shows like Xena, Warrior Princess. This movie is definitely some sort of a weird early cousin, possibly early ancestor of Xena, Warrior Princess. The characters are very similar. It's like scary similar, like, and also Wonder Woman. A little bit like that Amazonian type of thing, the whole Amazonian jungle lady kind of thing. Yes, and lot of gratuitous nudity for the young men to watch. Yes, I'm not showing any lips from it, so we'll see whether you think of the Barbarian Queen movie. I wonder if even that background will get flagged on YouTube. Probably shouldn't. It's the cover. The movie. They're in bathing suits. But yeah. I wonder who. Okay, so from YouTube we have such titles as Queen of the Naked Steel. Yeah. Crown Barbisme. Yeah. Actually, 1985. Actually, so the director of Funny Dirty Little War. Okay. So there's nothing too extensively strange in there. Apparently, actually, that girl was not a. Well, she was also a playmate, but she was on Three's Company, so the lead was the girl from Three's Company. That's kind of funny. So it was Chrissy. That's funny. Apparently it was 85, so I was actually 16. I still wasn't old enough to go and see the movie, but yeah, I was apparently 15 or 16 when they came. 15, I guess, when I came out. Still wasn't old enough. I wasn't 18 when I got in. In fine old days. Yeah. It's not the movie that I thought it was, though. I thought that it was, originally that it was the Shogun Warrior Women, which is another one entirely. It's actually another one that I also saw. I might have actually seen this at a friend's house. Maybe it wasn't a Guard House one, actually. Era. It's the director. What was it? Italian or Spanish movie originally? Let's see, it's Italian. Yeah, it was apparently during the Roman Empire, but you wouldn't know that from looking at it. They had a gladiator scene and a Caesar, I guess. But it was so low budget that they didn't really. They just like, okay, yeah, they didn't have enough special effects to build a village, so they sort of just borrowed one from somewhere, possibly Mexico or something. Yeah. Yes. And there's a sequel, Barbarian Queen 2. Queen 2 still stars Clarkson in 1990. Wow, they actually made a sequel to this. Why? Anyway, Barbarian Queen. If you find it on video somewhere, DVD or somewhere, pick it up for like $5 or something. If you're into like sword and sandal, like violent barbarian movies with chicks kicking ass because the men are jerks, it's worth your while.